What are the best alternatives to Mailchimp? I'm going to start off by saying pretty much any platform in the world is going to be better than Mailchimp. I hate Mailchimp with a passion. In today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the alternative platforms that I recommend when it comes to Mailchimp, not just because they're less shit than Mailchimp, but because they're actually a lot better. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency, and this is all I do, email and SMS. If you need a hand with your email marketing, Calendly link in the description of this video. Let's chat. Subscribe to the channel. I make 3 videos like this every single week. Check out my newsletter as well. But without wasting any more of your time, let's talk some shit about Mailchimp and show you some better alternatives. So first of all, if you're watching this, I'm going to assume you already hate Mailchimp and you're looking for alternatives. So I'm not going to explain all the reasons as to why Mailchimp is the worst email marketing platform known to man and made in the forges of hell itself. Instead, I'm going to speak to why I think these 3 platforms here are significantly better. So we have Klaviyo, Omnisend, and Beehiiv. Now, Klaviyo itself is going to have pretty much every single functionality you need from an email marketing perspective. It has all the bells and whistles, and it is a little expensive. So I would highly recommend going to Klaviyo over Mailchimp for a few reasons. The first being you get a much better level of depth when it comes to your segmentations. You can create very advanced segments from a condition perspective, i.e., have they bought in the last X amount of time? What have they done? Have they visited certain pages on your website? All sorts of cool things. So you get very advanced segmentation from Klaviyo. Also, it integrates with a lot of platforms. The sign-up forms are much better than what you're forced to use within Mailchimp. You can use different sign-up forms for Klaviyo, obviously, but they have pretty intense levels of depth when it comes to the segmentation. Oh, let me show you here. You can create a bunch of different targeting conditions. One other thing I really like about Klaviyo's forms is that you're actually able to tag profiles based off of what buttons they press on the forms. For example, if they click this button, I would be able to add a tag to that person while also sending them to the next step, which becomes very useful when you're actually using your sign-up form strategy. I have a link to sign-up form strategies in this video. Check that out as well. But when you're actually building these, you have like a lot of advanced conditions, timing, you can have it display on different devices, logic mapping. It's very, very advanced for what it is. There are other platforms that are slightly more advanced when it comes to its sign-up form process, but you're able to integrate those with Klaviyo. With Mailchimp, you cannot. Also, its flows are the best I've seen. There's nothing out there, I don't think, that beats Klaviyo when it comes to its flows. And to give you an example, you can create automations like this that then split people differently based off of, for example, the lists that they're in, the items or the actions that they've done, conditional splits, trigger splits. You can have internal alerts. You can even have webhooks. There's a bunch more functionality from a flow perspective within these, which honestly, flows are some of the most, probably the more important aspect of your overall email marketing strategy, even more than campaigns. So I highly recommend, taking advantage of the flow elements here, and you get some really good SMS functionality in here as well, and you get to have it all under one roof. So Klaviyo beats Mailchimp just with the level of bells and whistles that it has from an advanced segmentation perspective, from an easier to use campaign builder as well. So when you're actually building campaigns, the templates that you have, a lot easier to build templates in there, as well as the sign-up form functionality that it has, and the level of depth you can get within the flows. Now, I'm not going to go into how to build flows and do all that fun stuff. Check out my channel. I have like a million guides on this stuff. I make 3 videos every single week, but I highly recommend it. Now, this is Klaviyo. Klaviyo is like your premier, everything you're ever going to need. Omnisend is very similar, doesn't have as many bells and whistles, and is a cheaper alternative. To give you a comparison on pricing, let me quickly show you here. Omnisend pricing. Now, if you're a brand that doesn't need like the advanced level of segmentation or the very in-depth, flow splits and stuff, and you just need like a minimum viable product for an e-commerce business. By the way, Klaviyo is better for e-commerce compared to Mailchimp, as is Omnisend. But if you need you just need like some basic campaigns, a decent segmentation strategy, and some decent flows, Omnisend is going to get you there. It's going to get you to about 90% of where Klaviyo would get you. And if you're a brand doing under $50K a month in revenue, I'd probably stick with Omnisend and just save some of the money. Because Omnisend is considerably cheaper on a month-by-month basis. especially as your plan gets bigger and bigger. For example, active profiles on Klaviyo at 50,000, you're paying $790 a month, whereas with Omnisend, you're paying $450. So Omnisend has a lot of the core functionalities that you're going to need compared to Klaviyo, but it doesn't have some of the advanced features that if you're doing under 50K a month, you're probably not going to need anyway. So I recommend Omnisend. Now, Beehiiv, on the other hand, is if you're really a non-e-commerce business and you're just running your own newsletter. The reason I really like Beehiiv is because A, it's easier to use on its interface, and it's very true and simple to what it's trying to be, which is if you're just have your own newsletter, you're not an e-commerce business, and you're a coach, a consultant, or any kind of B2B service professional, Beehiiv's going to get you where you need to be. This is actually my interface. I use Beehiiv for my agency's email marketing, and it's just straight and to the point. Easy to post, easy to use, easy to segment. It doesn't have very advanced flows, but when you're in the B2B space, you don't need super advanced automations. What I do like about Beehiiv, though, is its share and earn function. So you can promote other businesses. You can go ahead and actually generate some revenue and money from advertising other companies, which is a built-in functionality within Beehiiv. I don't make a whole lot of money from this. It actually more or less just helps me cover my cost for the actual platform itself. So don't think about like the advertising network that Beehiiv gets you is going to make you a whole bunch of money. It's not. It's really just going to help you mitigate the overall cost. But one of the cool things you can do is you actually have referral programs which your readers can then refer their friends onto to get incentives, which I really like. And as you can see, I've grown an extra 82 subscribers from that way. Nothing massive, but my list is only 3,200 people strong, so that's a sizable amount for me. You can also pay for boost. This allows you to actually pay other platforms to promote, or other newsletters to promote your newsletter, and then you can pay them for every new subscriber you get. So in this case, I pay $2.50 for every new subscriber that any one of these newsletters here actually drives to my newsletter, and I can just gain subscribers that way. As you can see here, I got 32 new subscribers this way, or rather 102 new subscribers, 32 verified subscribers. There is a difference between those two, note, and you can also see the level of engagement that they give us here too. And that cost me $76 to get 102 subscribers. So relatively worthwhile. Highly recommend you check this out. So Klaviyo, definitely a better alternative to me. I mean, anything's a better alternative to Mailchimp. You'd be better off using a carrier pigeon or smoke signals than using Mailchimp. Now, Inbox, or rather Klaviyo, great alternative if you're an e-commerce business and you need some in-depth functionality. Omnisend, if you're just trying to cover off the basics, okay, for a cheaper alternative. Beehiiv, if you are non-e-commerce and you're just running like a regular newsletter. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I recommend using. Now, note, I am an affiliate of Omnisend. So if you want to check out Omnisend, there is a link to the affiliate page where I can make a little bit of money if you click it. And yeah, check it out. Now, if you have any questions, let me know. This is all I do, email and SMS marketing. If you need a hand with your email and SMS marketing, I would love to talk to you. Oh my God, that's where I make my money. So if you need a hand with email and SMS marketing, go ahead. First of all, subscribe to the channel, check out my newsletter, and book a time in my calendar. I'm a very friendly person. I'm never going to pitch you super hard, but book some time and I'd love to chat. Now, until the next video, which we produce 3 every single week, enjoy the rest of what YouTube has to offer. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.